Okay, so today we're talking about something that is fundamentally changing how we get work done with AI. Seriously, forget having a single AI assistant. I want you to imagine having an entire coordinated AI team at your beck and call. This isn't just another small update. It's a giant leap in what's possible, and it's happening right now. I mean, think about it. Just a month or two ago, using AI was a slow, one-at-a-time process, right? It was like giving a task to a single intern. You'd give him one thing, wait, then give him the next. Now, we've jumped into a world of parallel work. You don't have one intern anymore. You have a whole department, all working at the same time, all sharing the same brain that understands the entire project. The jump in speed and capability is it's massive. So here's how we're going to break this all down. First, we'll touch on those old frustrations, the AI bottleneck. Then we'll unleash the game-changing idea of these AI agent teams. We'll peek under the hood at the tech making it work, see how it's going to completely revolutionize your workflow, and then wrap up with the new mindset you'll need to really master this thing.
All right, let's dive in. And to really get how big of a deal this is, we have to remember the friction, the frustrating reality of how things used to be.
You know this feeling, right? I'm sure you do. The sequential slog. You have this big, ambitious idea, but you have to chop it up into these tiny little pieces to feed to the AI, one by one. It wasn't really a collaboration. It was more like a tedious assembly line, and you were stuck doing all the manual labor of gluing the pieces together.
Well, that old way of working, it's officially a thing of the past. So let's talk about what's replacing it. This idea of a fully coordinated AI team.
And look, agent teams isn't just some slick marketing term. We are literally talking about multiple autonomous AIs all working in parallel. They can pass information back and forth, solve problems together, and coordinate their efforts. You know, just like a real human team.
And if you want to understand the raw power of this, get this. 16 of these AI agents work together, with no human helping them, for 2 straight weeks to build a super complex piece of software. A year ago, the longest an AI could work on its own was maybe 30 minutes. We've gone from minutes to weeks of nonstop collaborative work. That's the kind of scale we're talking about here. It's a whole different league.
So you're probably asking, how is this even possible? Well, it's not magic. It's actually built on 3 key technological breakthroughs, 3 pillars of power that we're going to unpack right now.
So the first pillar is the most straightforward, but it's also the most revolutionary. It's the simple ability to run a bunch of different jobs at the exact same time. This is the end of the one-track mind for AI.
And here's what that looks like in the real world. Let's say you're doing a big research project. Instead of doing it step by step, you can now do it all at once. You can have one agent analyzing your competitors, another researching your target customers, a third doing a pricing analysis, and a fourth auditing your own team's skills, all running simultaneously. This is how you 10x your team's output, like overnight. Pillar number 2 is something called adaptive thinking. And this is really cool. It's the AI's ability to intelligently figure out how much brain power to use for any given task. It just knows when to give you a quick, simple answer and when it needs to go deep and really think hard. I think this quote from McKay Wrigley just nails it. The AI isn't just blindly following your commands anymore. It's inferring what you actually want. It'll blaze through the easy stuff, but then automatically slow down and get really thoughtful about the tricky parts, all without you having to micromanage it. It really does feel less like a tool and more like a world-class teammate.
And the third pillar, the one that basically holds this whole team together, is its absolutely massive memory, what we call the context window.
1 million tokens. That is a 5-fold increase from just the last generation. It's an almost ridiculously large workspace. But what does a number like that actually mean for you and your work?
Well, it means the AI can hold about 750,000 words in its working memory at one time. It means it can read and understand an entire 50,000-line code base in its head. It can digest and synthesize 50 different research papers, or even a full year of customer emails, and see all the hidden patterns. This is the shared brain for your entire AI team. But here's the absolute kicker. It's not just about having a huge memory. I mean, older models had big memories too, but it was kind of like a giant messy filing cabinet. Their ability to find one specific thing, that needle in a haystack, was really low, around 22%. These new models, they find that same needle 76% of the time. They don't just store the info, they can actually find it and use it reliably. That's the game changer.
So, we've seen the tech, we've seen the pillars. Now let's get to the so what part. How does this AI team actually show up and change the way we work day to day?
Well, for starters, this unlocks a whole new category of what we can call personal software. Just think about it, creating powerful, custom apps for your exact needs without having to write a single line of code. You can now build the specific tool you've always wished existed.
I mean, check out this example. 2 reporters from CNBC, not engineers by the way, asked one of these AI teams to build them a replacement for Monday.com. In less than an hour, for a total cost of about $15, the AI team researched the project, planned it out, and built a working prototype with a calendar, email integration, the whole shebang. That's personal software in action.
This all leads to a new way of working that some people are calling vibe working. And it means you get to stop being a micromanager. You don't have to tell the AI how to build the spreadsheet formulas anymore. You just describe the vibe, the end goal. You tell it what the spreadsheet needs to show, and the AI team just figures out the rest.
And this all leads to a really profound shift, not just in our tools, but in the skills that we need to be successful.
See, before, the most important skill was prompt engineering, being really good at telling the AI exactly what to do. Now, the most important skill is just having a clear vision. It's all about your strategy and your judgment. The AI has the how completely covered. Your job is to give it a really compelling what and why. And that right there is the core takeaway from all of this. The technology itself is no longer the main thing holding us back. The new bottleneck is us. It's our ability to actually know what we want, to define a clear objective, and to provide that strategic direction for our new AI teams.
So we have to end on this one thought. The era of the single AI assistant is over. You now have access to a tireless, coordinated, incredibly smart team that can build almost anything you can clearly describe. The AI team is ready to go. The only question left is, what direction are you going to give them? What do you want to build?